But we do many other things. We run a really neat program that we call Creating Family Connections. We found out about 5 years ago that here in the foster care system here in Orange County, there's hundreds of kids that have no family attached to them. So if you look in their court files, it'll say none under family, or it'll say whereabouts unknown, things like that. We went through a process. We worked with the courts and got permission to go through these kids' files, and we have spent the last 5, 6 years looking for long-lost family members of these kids who've been stuck in the foster care system for years and years.
Really, I love that there was a show that was on TV where they actually connected. You know, they would say, you know, oh, I've missed a fan, and then all of a sudden by the end of the show they were connected. I think that is like the greatest thing. I think that's a great show idea and a great thing that you guys are doing. It's
almost exactly what we're doing, and we've been doing it even before the show, fortunately. We've done this work. We have found these families around the country. We've brought them here to Canyon Acres here in Orange County. We've flown staff all over the country to have reunions with these kids. I've had staff sit in pizza places where kids are sitting there thinking nobody's going to show up to meet me, and 30 family members have walked in the door. We've done this work with a little over 250 kids. We have found 3,500 family members for these kids.
Wow.
And of those, 1,600 of them are now involved in these kids' lives. So you're talking about just an amazing transformation for kids' lives.
Right.
So that's part of the work we're doing at Canyon Acres, and it's...
Because I noticed that on the video they were showing horses and everything. So do you have like a ranch?
Yeah,
or
we
is there
do.
something?
Yeah,
really?
we have a beautiful, it's a 5-acre property up in Anaheim Hills, and we run we call it the Children's Treatment Center at the ranch.
Okay.
And what we've done is, we've decided that families that are out in the community trying to keep their families together, trying to keep kids who have real mental health issues in their homes, that we need to support them. And so on the ranch, we provide day programs for kids, and they come there after school. We bring them there, actually. We pick them up, we bring them there. But it's just wonderful. There is...
it's a therapeutic horseback ride.
It's a therapeutic environment. We have parks, we have baseball fields, we have swimming pools, we have a room to run, and we have a wonderful therapeutic horse riding program where we have 6 horses, 4 of them full size, 2 of them miniatures, and the kids work with these horses every day. The goal is that what we know about kids who are abused, neglected, or have mental health issues is that sometimes in their lives they have missed certain things when they were kids. The developmental pieces that they were supposed to get when they were very young, they oftentimes missed. So we're going to try to help them recreate those. We're going to give them those pieces because they're going to be important. Because kids are going to need to know how to trust. They're going to need to have confidence. They're going to need to have self-esteem. They're going to need to know how to follow directions. They're going to need to know how to play with other kids. All those sorts of things. If we can get those things to those kids in a kind of an activity-based, therapeutic way, makes a huge difference. And you'll see kids that really, really have struggled, whether it's in school or with their families, have real acting out issues.
Because I was going to say to you, if there was, I know you've had so many. It says on your video, small success. I was going to say, can you give me like an example of one of the success stories, like that you can?
Yeah, we do. The video is great. It talks about, we celebrate small miracles, and we do, and we have to. Because that's what we get every day, is we get small miracles. We don't get big miracles every day. We get small miracles. But we do get big miracles. Recently I was listening to one of our staff members, a young gal who runs our foster care and adoption services programs. She was talking about some foster parents that we know. And ultimately, I got to meet them, which was wonderful, and then she introduced them, and she said, these are the Hagemans. And the Hagemans have been foster parents for X number of kids. It was a big number. It was like 14 or 15 kids of Canyon Acres. And I thought, wow, that's really tremendous. 14 or 15, to be foster parents for that many kids, over the years. And then she paused, and she said, and they've adopted 5 of them. 5.
Really?
Now that's what gets you, right? That ultimate thing.
That's not no small
so they
success.
started.
That's a big success.
And they started to talk, and they said, look, we had to add on to our home to accommodate this number of kids.
Well, that's really going for it.
People have said, why do you do this? What, do you think you can save them all?
Right.
I can save these.
That's
And they're wonderful folks. They just took in another foster child recently. Wonderful, wonderful folks. But we have so many stories, kids that,
right.
you know, were you know, really, really in trouble.
Right.
So,
now, how would someone, if they want to donate to Canyon Acres, or if they, what can they do to help? And is there a website? How would they get a hold of it?
I hope I have a lot of time here because there's a lot of things people can do.
I wish they'd give us all day, 24 hours on TV, but they do not. So we need to make sure we get in our short amount of time that website, or
they
how
can.
they do it.
The best way is to go to our website. Of course, it's www.canyonacres.org.
Okay.
Folks can they can plug into Canyon Acres and help in any way they want. If they want to donate, that's wonderful. If they just want to become aware, we do a lot of fundraisers. Yeah, we do.
I've seen so many things. We got the Children's Treatment Center, mental health programs, creating family connections, foster family and adoption services, wraparound services, and if you can't memorize them all, you go to the website www.canyonacres. Was it .org? .org. So I want to make sure I got every. What is the mission of Canyon Acres? You know, the goal, and what do you hope to achieve if you had just in a short.
Canyon Acres is really focused on all children having healthy families. And so if children are in families that we can help repair, then that's what we're going to do. If they're not in families that we can help repair, then maybe we'll go find families for them. Maybe it'll be extended family members that they never knew about. Maybe it'll be new foster families or new adoptive families. One thing we know is that we can provide whatever treatment we want for kids, but if they're not part of a family,
right,
the likelihood of their success is pretty limited. So that's what we're really focused on at this time, Scott.
Well, we wanted to bring an organization that we knew was great, and I've heard so many things about Canyon Acres. You're from Orange County, and everybody, you got to do what you can to help. And I've got to say, that's all our time. But thank you so much for coming in. I might see you at some of those fundraising events, because I'm going to do my best to pitch in too. Hey, would you ever consider becoming a foster parent?
Absolutely. I think that, you know, children need a good upbringing, and I feel that, you know, people should quit being selfish and worrying about having their own kids, but help some of the kids that are unwanted for one reason or another.
No, because I have 4 children and 7 grandchildren, and my hands are full. I think it takes special people to be foster parents, people with a lot of love, a lot of patience, and I'm tired.
They're the same as everybody else, and they deserve the best as everyone else, so they deserve a second chance in life.
I've thought about it, but I already have 3, and it's too much work.
Yes, I would. It would help out kids that need parents, actually good parents.
That's the end of our show. I'd like to thank my guests, Clete Menke and Vince Harper. We'd love to hear from you. If you know of an event or if you want to be a guest on the show, come on. Send us an email to whatsupoc@att.net. Until next time, I'm your host, Scott Stewart, and that's just a slice of What's Up Orange County.